to Jason versus the Moon. In this video we're going to be going over a lot of stuff, but first let me address the photo. I've shown this in a previous video, and the reason I'm showing it now is because this is what NASA can do to a fool. Now I don't know this person, she could be a complete genius, but to go out in public like this, and obviously it was a photo opportunity for NASA, I mean, maybe she really did do that. Whatever the case is, you can see how nuts people get about this stuff. But does this person even question one thing about NASA, or does she only believe what she's told? So, you know, that's something to consider. But also just kind of wanted a kind of fun picture up just to start this intro. So what's some things we're going to be going over? Well, we're going to be going over a lot of CGI on the ISS and in space. We got Chris Hadfield, which is an astronaut, brushing his teeth in space. We're going to look over some gravity fails on the ISS from an astronaut dropping it looks like a cotter pen or something like that. We got Scott Kelly ridiculing some, not too bad, but he ridicules slightly and kind of is pushed into it by the interviewer, but he ridicules Flat Earth slightly. We'll talk about the bubbles in space and things like that. We're going to talk about the Expedition 59 flight interview with David St. Jacques, May 6, 2019. That's a NASA video. We'll look over that some. There's a lot of stuff going on in there. We'll look up a little bit how green screens work with virtual reality, or just virtual reality in general a little bit. We'll look over some more ISS stuff. We're going to look at a commercial towards the end, and then we'll watch a comparison of that commercial to a NASA female astronaut and stuff. So that's some of the stuff you can expect to see in this video. We can go ahead and get rid of that. We're going to go ahead and start over here. What we have is, like I said, we'll start with Chris Hadfield brushes his teeth.
Techme from B-Town, Ontario asked, is it challenging to brush your teeth in space without getting toothpaste up your nose from weightlessness? Well, let's talk about how to brush your teeth in space. Standard toothbrush, nothing magical there. But we got a few different things. We don't have running water. You can't have a tap. You can't have a sink because water would flow everywhere. And so what do you do to wet your toothbrush, and where do you spit afterwards? Those are the big questions. So first we just fill up a water bag with water, and this is what we're going to put on our toothpaste. So let me get a ball of water here. There's a nice ball of water floating on the end. Shut off the straw very carefully. Okay, and get my toothbrush wet. Toothbrushes soak up water nicely. So now I have a nice wet toothbrush.
Okay, so check out the water bottle, or the water pouch, or whatever you want to call it, that he just put, the water on the toothbrush, and he lets go of it. Now it's going to go out of frame, and you're going to see it come back. Follow my mouse, basically underneath this red strap. Excuse me. And what you're going to see is that this bag will continue to go the same normal speed in the background, but he will be brushing his teeth at 2 or 3 times speed at different times throughout the video. So let's watch that, and I'll point it out to you.
Good. So I'm partway there. Got my toothbrush wet. Now I just need to put some toothpaste on it and get cleaning my teeth. So I'm going to suck the water off it, because where else would it go? Nice wet toothbrush. Grab some toothpaste. We just use standard toothpaste in space. Squeeze a little on, not too much, because you're going to have to clean it up later. Okay, so there's my toothpaste on my toothbrush. It's wet.
Here's
ready
the bag.
To go. It's loaded. Brush my teeth just like normal.
Okay. So here's the bag floating around, and now he's brushing his teeth at normal speed. Still pretty fast, but watch. He says, "Get them all.
Get them all.
Get them all."
Especially the ones in the back.
Now look. The bag is going perfectly normal. Look at that's not normal.
You should brush your teeth for about as long as you can sing
look,
happy birthday. That should be long enough.
But the bag's still normal. Look at that. We know that's...
Okay, so now what am I going to do? I've got a mouthful of toothpaste stuff.
We know that that's not normal speed, what he was doing on the second and third time that he had stopped. Like, after the first time he started to brush his teeth, normal. He did a stop. He said, get them all. Boom. Goes into a faster speed. The bag still goes. So let's just watch it, and I won't say anything.
Get them all. Especially the ones in the back. You should brush your teeth for about as long as you can sing happy birthday. That should be long enough. Okay, so now what am I going to do? I've got a mouthful of toothpaste stuff. I got a dirty toothbrush. So what I do is I just swallow the toothpaste. It's edible, won't kill you. And what else am I going to do? Put it in a rag and have a dirty rag? Doesn't make any sense. So in space, you don't swallow your toothpaste. It leaves my toothbrush just a little bit dirty, so I need to find where my water went and rinse it out.
Oh, there's the bag.
Fortunately, things are weightless, so things don't go too far. So here's my water again.
Okay, and we had enough of that one. But you can see there what happened was he was brushing his teeth obviously you can see his eyes, his mouth, his facial expressions, and the movement of him using the toothbrush was much faster than that thing. If everything had been sped up, the bag would have been doing, circles and flips much faster. So we'll go on to the next one. Which one is this? Okay, so yeah, first let's give some credit. That first video to Canadian Space Agency. I did not know that existed until today. Canadian Space Agency. So, shout out to Canada for faking some shit. We go to quotes.net /quote/17355, and that is all truth passes through 3 stages. First, it is ridiculed. Second, it is violently opposed. Third, it is accepted as being self-evident. That's Arthur Schopenhauer, a German pessimist philosopher. And now we'll go to the next video. Why did I say that? Well, this is why.
To drive the new car, have you had a chance to go in the C8 yet?
I've been in it. I haven't driven it. Hopefully, they're going to let me drive this one home tonight. I doubt it.
I'll see if I can ask for some favors for you. Captain Kelly, thank you so much. I have one question last for you. Anything you want to say to flat earthers out there?
I try not to say much to them. They are a special group of people, so I try not to engage them too much. But
it's a special group indeed. Captain Kelly, thank you for your service. Thank you for everything. All right, watch out, flat earth.
2 things I want to point out is, so as you can see, he didn't really ridicule it too hard. He said a special group of people. So I'm not, he could have been more unprofessional, and he was what I consider pretty professional. But then what's funny is you get this fly that lands on his head or something, and then we'll just watch that real quick.
All right, watch out, flat earthers. Captain Scott.
I try not to engage them too much.
There we go.
It's a special group indeed. Captain Kelly, thank you for your service. Thank you for everything. All right, watch out, flat earthers. Captain Scott Kelly has no patience for you. Let us know what you think about Captain Kelly or the new Corvette in comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and check out theroadshow.com for all the details.
Now, what you have to ask yourself is, like, give me one second, do a time check. What you have to ask yourself is, that guy's talking to an astronaut, and they're talking about a badass car. And this interviewer's first thought in his mind is, let me ask him what his thoughts are on flat earthers. That's the stupidest thing. If I had the opportunity to talk to an astronaut and I believed in that kind of shit, I wouldn't be asking him something stupid like that. But anyway, that kind of begs the question is, like, why bring that up? Well, it's being it's being ridiculed. You can see it all over Facebook. You can see it all over YouTube. It's something that people are they're getting the wrong information about. But that's not what this video is about. But I did want to say, you know, that does have a little bit to do with what we're talking about.
How are you today? Good. Hey, how you doing? How's Bubbles in Space doing?
How's what?
Bubbles in Space?
Bubbles in space?
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
No? You Mr. Kelly?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You don't remember the question from Tampa about the bubbles in space coming up from the helmets?
No.
Yeah, you guys are in an underwater pool, remember? We know. Just remember.
Spacewalks outside the International Space Station. We can see air bubbles rising up. Can you touch on how there are air bubbles in space?
On the outside of the space station, you'll liberate little pieces of, you know, it's a really harsh environment out there, and the outside of the space station gets beat up pretty good. And sometimes, you know, you'll see just little flecks of paint or something.
Could it be that you're filming in an underwater pool and you're not really out there? I just encourage everyone to look up Bubbles in Space, hashtag Bubbles in Space. Thank you very much.
How do we know?
Yeah. So that's a real good. It's a good one to check out. Flat Earth Hungary. Credit to them for that. You know, credit to whoever you see on here. We are Change Orlando. You know, I'm just trying to spread this information, but you can see what he's doing is. Here's what I wrote on here. Scott Kelly. They talk about a Corvette C8 and then Flat Earth ridicule. Kelly's asked about bubbles in space. Kelly proceeds to make up lies about bubbles being paint chips, well, he says flecks, off of the ISS. And you can see how he kind of, you know, he did his best to lie and stuff, but you can see, like, this guy is just, you know, and he's going to be in some more videos, but he can't answer that question. You hear how people laugh, and it's sad because it's true. You can see the air bubbles. You can see them all, let's see, all right here. There you go. Alright, so, oh yeah, let's touch on this. And you can see how they use harnesses there. So I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. This one is going to be, we're going to go over the original video from this gentleman who's David St. Jacques, but I wanted to show you a clip from Research Flat Earth. Credit to them for this clip. It kind of explains a little bit, so let's check that out.
You have lose all sense of orientation, and also.
And when I saw this video, I realized it became instantly clear how they do it. Bringing this to my attention. After I researched this, lo and behold, I found out.
You can see, of course, well, I want to just explain. You can see the green screen right here. I mean, there's nothing in this thing, in the frame of this picture, this video, that shows any color green except for maybe, look, this little flag, but the flag's up here. So this is the green screen.
Our government has a contract with these people. In telemetrics, basically what they do is they help news teams and they bring broadcasts together in real time, and they're able to create sets, cities, anything you want in a virtual reality world and make it look absolutely 100% real. Here we see Johnson Space Center telemetrics provided latest camera robotics technology in NASA's government television at Mission Control. Why do you need to fake virtual reality sets at Mission Control and Johnson Space Center?
Research Flat.
So,
like
sets,
television
is, I mean, this is stuff NASA is doing right here. This was filmed in real time, and you can see that. You can see that here he is holding this shield, and here's this guy. You know, he's the cameraman, and obviously his camera is showing the robots and the lasers and all the CGI, and this guy's in real time doing this. He's able to see it because he's got the goggles. So there's a little bit of explanation on there. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna move on to and credit NASA video for this one. This is the Expedition 59 in-flight interview with David St. Jacques, May 6, 2019. So pretty recent. aboard the International Space Station. So what I'm going to do is kind of, I'm just going to let this play, and you're going to see that it's going to go in, and immediately, and for a very long time after this video starts, the astronaut, the microphone, the wire, whatever it is, it's all glitching. So let's take a look.
Are you ready for the event?
This is station. I am ready.
Canadian Space Agency, this is Mission Control Houston. Please call station for a voice check.
Oh, look at that. When we're talking to David, there might be a little bit of a delay. He's all the way up in space after all. So it might take a while for him to get back to us.
All glitching out, man. Look at him.
Vinny, I can hear you.
And this is an unedited video.
Hi, David. I'm glad that you can hear us. Now, how do you have me? I'm speaking to you here from East Free School in Inuvik, Northwest Territories.
Fine, Gwinzy. Great to see you, everybody. Welcome to Space Station.
Gosh, it's horrible.
David, we're so excited to speak with you this morning. Thank
And
you for
see,
making
he
the
doesn't
time
know.
with us. Now, tell me a little bit about this
He doesn't know that all of this is happening. As far as he's concerned, you know, everything's going according to plan. I highly doubt, anyway, I should say, I'd highly doubt that he has knowledge of glitching and all this stuff. So this got to be CGI.
How was your cosmic patch with the Canadarm2? Was it just like you practiced?
Practiced a lot for that, as you know well yourself, fully trained. Yeah, it's a big moment every time for me as a Canadian, and for every Canadian, every time we use Canadarm2 for an important operation, it's a big moment of pride. So to be at the controls myself after all these years of training was a very, very special moment. And fortunately, it all went well.
So you can see it's just non-stop. I'm going to skip forward to just a little bit.
So being in space, first for your body is very difficult to adapt. You have to adapt because in the beginning you lose all sense of orientation.
Boom. Okay, and so now you can see in the real video from NASA video expedition blah blah blah. So okay, we haven't done anything. But you can see Research Flat Earth turned me on to this, and they're not lying. They're not making it up. They're not faking it. So there's that.
And also,
let's go ahead and let's rewind that just a little bit.
Body is very difficult to adapt. You have to adapt because in the beginning you lose all sense of orientation, and also you get very.
Okay, and just one more time because 2 out of 3. That's good, but let's do it one more time.
Your body is very difficult to adapt. You have to adapt because in the beginning you lose all sense of orientation.
And so there you go. We'll go ahead and I invite you to go ahead and check this whole video out, but it continues like that. I have it written down at least from 5:03 to 13 minutes and 13 seconds. So. Definitely check that out for yourself, but that should be enough to let anyone know it's kind of fraudulent shit going on, man. Okay, let's move on to, let's see, where are we at? International Fake Station. Once again, this is Flat Earth Hungry, so credit to them on this one. I'm going to see if this is actual video or if there's like music behind it. So I'm going to cut that. just see all the glitching. Oh, wow. Yeah. Okay, check that out. Green. And then he's going to do it again. Look, you can see the green. You can see, look, green. Just like we saw in the previous video of David St. Jacques from Canadian Space... No, I'm sorry, that's not the Canadian Space Agency. That was a NASA video. But you can see that was the same effect, and now it's doing it here. And then we just showed this. Let's see, does it go into anything else? No, we don't need to watch that again. Okay, and we'll move on to the next one. Okay, and let's see, we got the next one. Now, I didn't see this in the video, but we're going to check this out. Let's just watch. Now, you can see he does something here. It doesn't prove anything, but it's just strange. What does he do? Oh, look, he grabs a wire right here. And he plays it off real nice. Okay, let's watch that again. Now watch here, under her arm. Let's go real quick. Now, let's switch hands, microphone, all that. Real slick. Okay, and then let's pause this and talk about this for a second. For anyone who says that NASA doesn't use CGI, you can go back to my my other video. I'll leave a link in the description. That's all about NASA using CGI and harnesses and all kinds of stuff, especially aboard the ISS. But we saw from the ESA, the European Space Agency, there's a female astronaut, and there was a stuffed toy that just appeared out of thin air. We're going to see something similar to this. You're going to think this is a joke at first, but just keep watching, and this proves they do use CGI. Here you go. I mean, it's you know, it's kind of dumb, but either way, it's definitely there. What else do we have on this one? I don't think there was anything else on this one. What we're going to do is we're going to move on to this. We're going to give credit to Bon and Viv Spiked Seltzer for this one. So let's check this commercial out.
Bon and Viv Spiked Seltzer has 0 grams of sugar.
It's light and refreshing, perfect to drink by any ocean. Like this one.
Or a rooftop ocean.
Or by a beverage ocean.
Filled with tiny icebergs.
Okay, and
Bon and Viv.
Why are we doing this? If you're paying attention to the hair. Okay, so you may have just got kind of lost in the commercial because that's what TV commercials, everything like that does. It grabs you, it holds your mind. That's what it's meant to do. And so what you want to do this time is focus on the hair.
Viv Spiked Seltzer has 0 grams of sugar.
It's light and refreshing, perfect to drink by any ocean. Like this one.
Or a rooftop ocean.
Or by a beverage ocean.
Filled with tiny icebergs.
Okay. Alright, so yeah, once again, shout out to Bon and Viv Spiked Seltzer by Any Ocean. You can go check that out at their channel there. Then we're going to move on to Flat Earth Hungry, and let's just check out the similarities. Before we do that, though, what I do want to mention is this. I mean, check this out. If people say, well, we don't have the technology, or they're not able to fake stuff like that. How would they fake it? Well, if they can do it in TV commercials that have a significantly smaller budget than NASA's $20 billion annual budget, I would say that NASA can do it just fine. They do a great job, but there's times that we just, me and other people, definitely catch this kind of stuff. So shout out to Flat Earth Hungry for this one, at least bringing it to my attention.
It's light and refreshing, perfect to drink by any ocean.
Gotta cut that audio. Look at that. I mean, look at that astronaut's hair. Her hair is just, that is so unnatural. It doesn't even look like it's in zero gravity. I don't know. Very strange. I mean, you can see the similarities. It can be done. It can be done. So that's some good places to start there. I think that we can agree there's definitely some crazy stuff going on. This one, you're gonna have to stick with me here. This is for anyone who's stuck in here this long. This one it confused me at first, but if you get to the part where the guy explains it, it's really a good catch. The credit goes to The Bloody Truth, and then also I'm going to give credit to Flat Earth Hungry because they brought it to my attention. You can go check them out on their Facebook page because they got some good stuff. And what you see here is well, we'll check it out right now.
Zo. Ja, dan gaan we deze vastmaken.
Now pay attention.
Zo. Hier is alle apparatuur waarin de urine opgevangen wordt. Er zitten speciale chemische stoffen worden toegevoegd. En dat komt dan in een tank hierboven. En voorbereide urine, die wordt weer gebruikt om weer gewoon drinkwater uit te krijgen. We gaan het straks weer allemaal vastmaken.
At first glance, it appears that Mr. Vines is correct. But like I said, we're going to go through this frame by frame. First, the audio track. Let's go back to the beginning, and this time pay close attention to the 3 clicks as Andre tries to open the catch. There's a click click as he fumbles with the catch, and a slight pause, then a softer muffled click as it hits the floor, causing an immediate knee-jerk reaction to the fallen ring.
Wordt de urine opgevangen en
Let's hear it again.
Wordt de urine opgevangen en
You'll have to be your own judge on the audio track. To me, it sounds just like the 3rd click was the ring hitting the floor, and he reacted as anyone that just dropped something would react. But that's just me and my opinion. What we're really here for is to go through this video frame by frame, tracking the sequence of events just as I promised in the start.
I might cut that audio, but credit to ODD TV for that track. Okay, so wait, let's go back to that real quick, and since we're doing this with no sound, well, it's just music anyway. Let's explain this. On no ring above the panel. Okay, now this is the left side of the panel. Okay, no ring, and you can see this is fuzzy, but here's like where the pin goes in, and here's the ring. Okay, 2 rings on the left side of the panel. 1, 2. You can see ring, ring. Okay, ring. No ring. 1 ring below the panel. So 2 total, 1 ring below the panel. So just pay attention. No ring, 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 ring. Okay, now you can see we're on the right side of the panel. You have ring, ring, and then you have ring, ring. So you have all of them rings. What he does here is on this one, I believe it's this one here is the one he messes with. He drops it, and you can tell, just like he says, it's like his knee-jerk reaction. Like, boom, you know, that's just what's going to happen. It's a natural reaction. And this one is missing. Okay, so you can see there's no ring. He dropped it. Okay, so now it's missing. Missing. You can see up there it's missing. Looking to the left. This is what he's doing now. He's looking to the left. Can't see anything he's doing on this side of his body. Left hand moves to the right side of the panel. Left hand can't do it alone, need 2 hands. Let's see if there's audio.
Then they claim that we live on the ball.
Nope, we're gonna... Oh, look. Now there's no ring here. Oh, now look. Now he's gonna point this out, but I'm gonna pause it and then he's gonna show it to you as well. Just 1 second. Let's watch that part again. It looks like well, I'm not gonna say that, but let's go frame by frame. Okay, you can see right here, right under his nose. Okay. There's now a ring, and we'll see it here come up in 1 second. Just watch right over up here. Okay, now watch. Okay, so you can see, and just pause it for yourself, do what you got to do. But you can see that now there's a ring on that panel, the one that he dropped. So what he did is he switched one from the left side, put it on the right side, and that way it's like, oh no, I didn't drop it, you know. Oh yeah, so here comes the edit, which is always, boom, right there. They did a real quick fade. They do a really quick fade, and just watch. Boom, edit it, that shit. Oh look, now that ring is back over here floating around. Yeah, so that's a really, I mean, they just did a real quick edit. Most people don't look at that and think anything of it, but when there's cuts in video, that means there's been an edit. That means they're tying 2 pieces of video together, you know. And there's, I mean, but when someone catches something like that, that's a hell of a catch. I mean, like I said, when I first watched this, I was like, I think the guy, if you can see back here, the astronaut doesn't drop anything. He just looks down to open the bottom clip so he can pull off the panel. As you can see here, 3535, there's the original video. You idiots should try watching the whole sequence before, whatever. Now, people are saying to this other guy, you know, good job, excellent job, whatever. And he just keeps saying, he just looks down to open the bottom clip. Look, he puts the same thing here. He just looks down to open the bottom clip. And so this guy's response is this video. And at first I thought, you know what, this guy's right. He is just looking down to look at the bottom clip. But after watching him break down the video, it's pretty apparent, you know. It's very apparent. So let's see what's going on now with all of the pins. All four rings accounted for. So there you go, man. What other cool picture can we leave off on for the time being? Well, I'll tell you what, how about a picture of Pluto, because it's one of my favorite planets or exoplanets or dwarf planets, or I don't know what it is anymore. But one of these pixels somewhere, it's not real specific. Is it this one or is it pointing to that pixel? But either way, that's what we got there. So just a little humor for the end. Anyway, plan on doing some more of this. I am going to go ahead and track down a lot of the original NASA footage, but I will put links into the videos that I got my information from so you can check it out for yourself. Start questioning things, especially when you say, or when you see they fake something once. They're going to fake it twice. If they do it twice, they're going to do it third time, and that means they're going to be pretty much, it's going to be an habitual thing. So just start to question and open your eyes a little bit more when it comes to the space fakery that they're giving us, and thanks for watching.